Good morning. Today I'm going to share a very common idea or ideal in Buddhism. We thought come into Buddhism is for a practice, or we call that life go into become a trainer. Some things that not carried by this collector can be shortly, skillfully build up that kind of wish that I want to make change on my mind. I want to make change on my body. The direction is to form certain kind of good skill, carry this body into his quality. So this is what Indian Buddhism taught about. The Buddha himself he learned from the society, other teacher, and later on compared to what he learned, then he found that, something that I have already achieved, but not carried by them. That is the awakened talk about himself. I awaken means after this, what I found is not found by other teacher. So he himself saying something innovation means he discovered. So the discovery of the Buddha is a reform, a characteristic of Indian good person. So in the West we call that holy man. So in Indians, after the Buddha said he learned something can be changed, is called noble person. Means a wholesome condition of power in the mind and body quality. So that in this modern time, I want to say is high quality cannot be fulfilled from the exterior physics or material support. If you look for high quality of material and physics support, you will disappoint eventually in the last point, because no matter how this physical will decay, no matter how exterior world condition or phenomenon will change by his element, only mental something can be qualified more holding himself to the release, to the higher state of not being this, because he detached from that kind of link. You want to do something. So here is learn their quality by 3. A is 3. Breakthrough, let go, and kindness. After breakthrough and let go, then this personality is more mature. Means as his mental aging, not the physical age. Sometimes physical very age, action is like a kid. Still in lust, still in aggressive, is still in negative form like that. A mature means he already transformed from negative come to positive. From attachment come to release. So that the first thing is called breakthrough. Means you see your own mind. In the past, I don't carry that kind of loving kindness, but right now, I become slowly have a good feeling of other creature, others friendship like that. You don't come into look the friendship, but you build up more, establish yourself and the society. So this is the 3 kind. I call that the first enlightenment human being into holy being. A world needs this kind of leader. If the country have this person, the country will be lucky, will be come into peace, come into respect by other country. If your race, your color, if you have a lot of this kind of person in this age, breakthrough, letting go and kindness, then you become respect, because this is the quality of human. No matter what color you are, which nation you are, if you carry this will be the civilization that human and other beings different. We can powerfully act like that. We can powerfully think like that. We can powerfully speak like that. That will be awesome in the life quality. So the second one, become awakened, great being, and gentleman, compassion. Well, this four is after Buddhism in Indian. Then he started all the mission with the community, means assembly of the Sangha, the monastic community. The Buddha built up the monastic community, sharing all this skill training and the teaching. So bring out from the teaching from India territory, come to the north. So come to the north is right now, we know that country. That country is called Afghanistan. So Buddhism come into Afghanistan and carry the message, translate into Chinese language, and from all this teaching come to Chang'an, Luoyang, the two very old city in China. One is Chang'an, one is Luoyang, same as today our two big cities, Washington State and New York. In that time, we call it Chang'an, Luoyang. Almost I say 800, I don't say 1,200, I say 800. These two cities is the capital. One is economy, one is the political center of China to the world. But right now is not anymore. Right now is the Shanghai and Beijing carry the message, so showing to the whole world. But we still here in United States is Washington and New York, most influential message to the world. So all the teaching means all these very high civilizations of human noble person that come into that old time big city. So from Afghanistan. Afghanistan is from the 5th century, 3rd to 5th century, already become very, very high civilization. You can read the history. Civilization from India come to contact with the Rome, Greek culture, come to the east, and then Chinese scholar, merchant, military men, and artists come to the west, so they meet each other. Yeah. So from that time, Buddhism have changing the three characters that you can see: breakthrough, let go, and kindness. This been more developed into more advanced down. One I see the second, become awakened, great being, gentleman, and compassion. This is called the second school of the Theravada. We come to see these two schools. Sotapanna. The first I want to introduce the first stage of enlightenment of the four states of liberation. So Indian Buddhism, when the Buddha, he keep teaching and skillfully guiding in the practice, we call that 37 factors of awakening. Right now, what you see, I show you, is the 7 sets of 37 factors of awakening. I pick one set, the most important set that can skillfully training for 4 foundation of mindfulness. Is the basic what we train meditation here. It means that all of you, if you have the mind and body, you are qualified of the training. 4 foundation of mindfulness is mind-body training. It's not in any perception of religious or this and that in this so-called Buddhism or Hinduism or Christianity, not like that. Not a perception of belief system, but a skill of training how to do your lab. Investigation of your mental, investigation of your body. Try to be awake and aware with it. Let that function be holding or mastered by yourself. Not let it go to problem. The awakening means his function is holding by himself, not go into problem like that. Yeah, so the first entries then have 3 characters. Here you see we call that the first stage of enter into a good person, become a gentleman. Then he need to eradicate 3 feathers. Self-view is the first. The second one, skeptical thought. No, not concentrate. The mind is not concentrated. Easy to break through by other information. We call the mala enter your mind, or the monkey mind. You cannot master your own what we call that. Mindful to be here and now, then the mind is jump into the past memory, jump into the sensual contact and that. So the mind is jumping like that. That is the skeptical mind form disturbed by the 6 sense base, 5 sensual base, and the memory base. We call that 6 sense base. Let you cannot control your mind. Mindfulness training means you're really mindful, pay attention, and have an object of mind right now and here, always with him, so that the mind cannot run other else to form this collective habitual pattern, so that you are very steady right now and here. With the mindful and very is called meditation training. So ritual and read kind of doing these like I am practice doing that, like that is the only skillful mean, not the goal. Yeah, so Buddhism is respect all the ritual and all the performance to practice, but performance of the two is not the goal. The goal is after the performance, so the mental and physical been changed into more steadiness here and now. Yeah, this is the first state of the mind the Buddha required. And we go further, the consequences of the first stage of enlightenment, you see. This is how you can observe your own mind, that do you still carry other information? still carry others, what we call that, is not proper condition in the mind. Yeah, here, not longer subject to lower realms from this life to future renewal. Not easy to understand. Yeah. You see our mind pattern changing. Sometimes it's very spiritual, like I touching to the heaven, all the loving kindness I can spread. And later on, I am a great aggressive animal pattern. You know, yeah. Scare people. Yeah. So that is called lower realm of three, health, energy, you know, and animal energy, and asura energy. This is called three lower realm in the darkness form, in the darkness condition. Sometimes our mind will change in that pattern. You know me, from time to time, like that. No, need to self-control, say sorry. See, mind change. So as long as you go further and further practice in the Buddhist training, then the minds that energy become shorter, continuation active, and then the power become weaker and weaker. Do we like that? When you become father and mother, your childhood or your adult single life, that kind of pattern, a lot of changing, isn't it? The loving kindness become a little bit more bigger size. Cover to my family, cover to my friend, cover to my neighborhood. It still expand. You see, that is something that we need to aware. Every common mind that can be changed by condition, by training, by awakening. So Buddhism talk about awakening, need to transform the lower realm, not in the three lower feather of the darkness side. No, we are human beings. We can train animal, but we don't want to become animal. Like that. So that is something that we observe other creatures. We try to learn from that negative, that we don't need that quality. We need to overcome that condition. This is called the first. The second one is guarantee to fulfill the full awakening. Means a lot of changing of my life, you know, and right now I'm urged, means urgent. Urgent for what? You observe your life, you know that the energy already reducing because of aging. Mom, daddy, aging. You know, then you can expect destruction is almost here. After aging means one day will be handicapped. You see, one day you lost energy of walking, lost energy of the working like that. You expect that? Can you expect that? Yeah, I'm expect too. I walk in the roof wing, you know, very balancing walking there, roof wing, but right now, no. I call for help. Yeah, I call for Mexican labor come and help because I cannot walk there anymore. I can master my puppet easy, but not master of walking anymore. Destruction. You see, so expect of destruction means something is losing, so they become urgent. Urgent for what? Urgent for practice. Urgent for mind release. Detachment. A lot of things you don't need anymore in this very life come to this distance of where you walk your path. You need to come to the junction and then choosing the direction, go properly, advance yourself. So the second one, but you know that you go, you have your goal. You see? So this goal can expect that, yeah, I will be coming into that destination from point to point. This is called a good man's, he expects his journey is coming close. All the religions have that pattern. A good religion have that pattern to fulfill because he come to fortune. He come to more smooth and peace. A bad, evil religion is not like that. He will be covered by what he does in the effect. Very bad destiny is open the door there. Yeah, you see that evil person eventually come to the last moment. He will be, they say punished, but we don't say punished. We say the effect. Cause and action turn into effect. Right. Like a pineapple come to drop off by right. So this is what the life for us renewal means. The future life is very important, is in front. No matter you believe or not, they have a tomorrow. All religions have tomorrow. Even though they don't tell the past, but they have tomorrow, certainly. So the third one, will not regret worldly concern, but firm in the spirits of the Triple Gem. Yeah, Triple Gem is something that when you're educated, the basic of your educated in the Buddhism, we call that, we remember him. He is the Buddha, the first founder. His teaching, that is the truth. His skillful followed by the Sangha. We respect this. Yeah, the elder of the trainer, the teaching, the skill of the training, and then the founder. Always keep that in your mind. As other religions also have the same, like the God, the Jesus, and the team of leaders to carry that message. They all bring into the training, even though that we have not the same religion, but a large of comparative study that you see, you don't need to change. You just need to upgrade your skillful men if you don't find it in your religion. Then you can share like us that I am a monk with the Catholic penetrating monks. We together have a very profound tender retreat together. They show me how Catholic monk practice meditation and prayer. We show them how silent meditation carried by Buddhist monk into a skillful men. Oh, happy. And we together sharing all the food together. Enjoy the food because spiritual bloom. We open our heart. I think spiritual life need to go that far. You cannot lock in your door, isolate yourself, and talk about peace. No way there. You need to go more open into it. So their wrath, hatred, and delusion will significantly weaken from time to time. This makes sense for all leaders of spiritual growth. To form his peace and liberated. So once you liberate in your mind's stubbornness and attachment, then it will show your kindness, loving kindness, especially, or more deep into compassion, even though they are very weak, but you don't disturb them. You try to hold them and put up. Let them be safe. Let them be overcome stress. Let them be more higher position. For the life goal. a person who reducing his rush, hatred, and delusion. And Buddhism not say delusion, we say a word called ignorance. Ignorance is more stronger than delusion. Means he is not only confused. Ignorant means that he see the truth as not the truth. He see the truth. Wholesome is not wholesome. He would call that ignorant. It just distort the truth, distort the reality. A lot of men like that in the leadership. So you can see how a mass of the world is because of mind cannot make the right understanding. He see things twisted. That ways of negative perspective. I hope that all the trainers in what we know here about Sotapanna means the first step of a good person in Buddhist training and rise up his fruit from the path have these four qualities. Okay, then we come to the second one. Second one is after Afghanistan, we talk about 10 bhumis or 10 ground standpoint of the practice of awakening, the awakening. Let me explain what is the Bodhisattva means who is awakened. We go a little bit in this, just talking about where we come from and the, what message that they carry. I want to go to the second page. Wait. Yeah. That 10 step of mental development of a noble person, the first step, we call that when he know the truth, then his whole life become joyful. I want to say very childhood memory, what I found, and share with you. And in my childhood, 6 years to 7 years before I go to elementary school, I have no that kind of kindergarten in my day of childhood. I still the first school you go is elementary school. Try to learn ABC from that time. 8 years old. So 6 to 7 years old, I just a street boy, joking around in the street. So Englishman Sunday always come to my village to give candy to children. He gives more books. Sometimes it's a small paper and give to the children and let us come together. We call him Big Nose because his nose is bigger than you, bigger size than you. An Englishman wear the uniforms almost like us. What wearing is a very old style, a black one. I don't know he is father. Until now, I know he is father. So I know he is Englishman, big nose. So he just come and then he told a lot of story. One story he told us is he is a bad guy, very bad guy. And suddenly he enlightened and become good guy. And audience to the priest life, I think he's a father. Or then as come into the order, and then he suddenly from a very evil guy He tell a lot of story. I don't want to mention that evil thing, you know. But suddenly he enlightened means come to that point. Suddenly he jump up, not follow the sequence, but suddenly jump up, totally distort from the unwholesome become very wholesome. This message is carried in Buddhism too. So we don't see bad guy cannot suddenly become good guy. We don't say that. We say that the major energy is slowly like you blow into the balloon. So that once the blowing is continually processed, you don't see the result. Suddenly, boom, come to the point or release. So in that time, I don't know how to respect him. So now I become a priest. I feel guilty. My enlightenment is so slow. I see good man. I don't know he is good guy. Until today, I respect and only remember and memory in the respect of the mental state. He is not. I think he is not in our world anymore. When I was 6 to 7 years, he already an old guy like you, very old. I saw his, all the bear is like this color, English man. Sometimes walking have a little bit difficult, but he still taking the bus. You know, the transportation of third developed country, very poor countries, just independent from the colony of England. So we have nothing. So a lot of old style there. So he take the just a very normal path from 22 miles come and preaching here, and then after preaching evening he take the bus go back there. How difficult in that moment. Right now I'm thinking of him. I become very touching. What is touching? Because of that called joy energy. His life only feeling joy. You know, this movement or this kind of mission become very, very makes sense for his inner mind, spiritual group. Yeah. So right now I become a mission myself. So I'm feeling the same of what he feel in the past. So he is my elder. He is my elder. So who want to what he say is sacrifice. What I say is a gift to other creators, build up their achievement of release, of enlightenment. So we give what we have. Collect the light of joy, realize both of the selflessness of individual and phenomenon. The last one, the last page. After this, then we're done. The very joyous. That is what I make once I read a lot of this information, how this an enlightened noble person carry. So I found use the word to write down, my word to write down, I make it 5 points. The first point, realize with the first direct perceptions of emptiness. This emptiness means the direct perception of letting go, a breakthrough, and emptiness means inclusiveness, interconnectedness. Emptiness is not nothingness, abandon. It's a oneness. Is a whole, as a whole, wholeness like that. This is called emptiness. Okay, don't misunderstand. You need to enlighten by deep. Go to it, then it becomes positive, not negative, of emptiness. The second, with entry to the awakening, walk on the path of seeing. All this I don't want to explain. Seeing, the Buddha said, come and see, come and hear. I see, I hear. That means, you totally touching to something. It's not like a children that not been touching the fire. He don't know. Once he touching the fire, then he know. The second time he won't make a mistake. So here is like that. The third one, works at the perceptions of generosity. A giver. He turned his life from taking to giver. Now, this is the enlightened being's noble character, giver. Always give. Words give, hand give, mental give, a lot of things he can give. If someone born with enlightened and nothing to give, can you trust that enlightened? Ready to go a long way and to play any prize. Enlightened person, very calm. No time, no space, just serve. Just practice, just step-by-step process by skillful means. Develops the detachments of the bodily self. After the enlightenment, very easy. What kind of food offer? I can take it. Oh, this is not good. Then I put it aside because I eat it like poison. It becomes unstable of the body, so I don't eat it. Oh, this is chocolate. This is a big cake. This is a really the powers food. I don't want much, so I take a little bit. He don't take something more than what he need and become poison, become something trouble. So this is the enlightenment of bodily attachment, that he really take care of his body in very healthy form. Not extremely hunger and suffer, not extremely fat and trouble. This is how his observation in the middle path. Not go to too extreme, fire burning or flat. I call that gratification. He sees the danger. He knows what is the escape from this condition. This is what I want to share with you today. Thank you.